I've been really excited about making the third series of Going Low in CSGO. The second series finished on a definitive high note, meaning that if I wanted to, I could just go and do something else, cruelly leaving my fans hanging forever, supporting my channel and the other video series in the hope that one day I return to Going Low in CSGO. But I'm not Valve. I can and will make a third series. Finishing a series is very, very rewarding. To have something that you can claim is finished, sitting there forever for people to see, is empowering and inspires you with your future projects. I learned a lot in Season 2 and don't want to make the same mistakes that a lot of people do when making the next season. You know what it's like, you have a TV series you enjoy, then one season they suddenly change a load of the characters and it loses that magic that it had previously. Because of this, I think that the first episode is the hardest. It's the one that will set the tone for the rest of the series, and will up the quality, think up the new ideas and everything else that sets the new series apart from the older one, preferably in all the right ways. It's all too easy to take it for granted, to see what is done and then to look back at the previous series and to go, ha, why didn't I do this with these as well? But it doesn't work like that. I think that most of the things take on an evolutionary progression over time, making small steps per episode and then a bigger one between seasons, thanks to a lot of time and tinkering in the gap between. This is good for the audience as well, who should in theory always be happy with the increasing quality of the series that they were already content with. The problem is nostalgia. If two programs are of the same quality, the first one seems better, fresher. If I do something with the third season that undoes or goes against what I've done in the earlier episodes, I'll be hated for it. One thing I'm concerned about is the bit in the middle of the episode. The second series contained flashbacks to my CSS days, and they were a highlight of the episodes for a lot of people. Those are done, finished. I plan to replace these bits with something else, though I'm not entirely sure what yet. Probably little clips of CSGO that have the same nostalgic feel to them. Which brings me onto the music. The second series had old 80s music because it included flashbacks to the past. If I remove that music entirely, then people will want it back, but on the other hand, if I include it, then people may think that I'm not using it for the right purposes since this series doesn't have the same sort of flashbacks. A new series is also an opportunity to bring in new songs for certain bits. I plan to have some of these, as well as keeping some of the older ones to keep it feeling familiar. The new ones will mark new parts of the video that I will build on what I had previously while still bringing something new to the table. My main concern is the content itself. I promised myself that I wouldn't base episodes around deliberately playing badly anymore. People will get tired of that. Some people have pointed out how childish it is and how irritating for innocent people on my team. I want to bring this series above the troll level and towards something more profound. It upsets me when other people set out to go low by being as annoying as possible. That wasn't what I set out to do. So how far am I into the production of Season 3? I've already reached Gold Rank 1 and have hundreds of gigabytes of footage of the games I played. I think I've got a structure ready for the series to follow and believe that I may be able to top the finale episode of Season 2. But I couldn't have done it alone. Thank you to everybody who has played with me in this series. I can't wait to edit some of the matches. In fact, I've even started drafting out Season 4, which will most likely be the closing episodes of this series. It's still so far off that nothing's in stone yet, but I really think that I've found a way of showing how great the CSGO community can be. It will almost be like an advert for people who are thinking of playing the game. And more good news, the first episode of Season 3 is coming along nicely. I had my doubts and questioned if the material I had to go on was good enough, but like it normally does, it came together well as I continued with it. Some bits that I thought looked good are amazing, and there are other things that I missed completely the first time round. I have plans to further publicise the series by releasing shorts building up to the first episode that should attract the right sort of people to the series. It's going to be exciting. Somehow I've got to please everybody. To show that this show has developed and progressed, that I can push it further and reach higher places. To show sophistication and a sense of purpose. All the while, continuing to suck at CSGO.